Hi, everybody. It's Pastor Jesse. And as I explained this past Sunday, the Lake Point leadership have been getting together and have been talking and praying about the merger of both of our 9 o'clock and our 11 o'clock services into one service at 10 o'clock. This has been a long time of praying about it and really focusing on it. We've actually had a number of focus groups that we invited people from the congregation, all of us, to come together and actually talk this through and actually pray this through. And we've heard a lot of feedback. We've heard a lot of what people are thinking and their thoughts and their prayers as well. And at the end of the day, we realized, coming to this, we believe that the Holy Spirit is guiding us to go to one service starting on May 4th. Starting on May 4th, 2025, we will be going to one service at 10 o'clock. Now, the reasons for this are a few. There are a few reasons that we have been looking at this. The number one reason is we do not have enough people in both of our services to populate both of those services. Now, this is not a good enough reason just to go to one service. I don't think it is. But this was a driving factor. I believe that the Holy Spirit used this to show our leadership that we had to make some changes here at Lake Point. Some things have had to change over the years. We've done a lot of changes that we have had, and this is one of those changes that we believe the Lord is calling us to do. And really, we believe this because we can see how both of our services coming together will really make us unified, will put us in kind of a place of unifying us as one church as we prepare for what the Lord has for us next. And because He is preparing for us for what we have next, I believe that unifying us together is one of those things that He wants us to do. So this was the main reason for bringing us together. And we've heard other things like, well, why are we doing this? What is the point of doing this? Do we need to do this? And I think that we've gone through, and as leadership and listening to other people, we have realized over the years and over the times, because of some of the numbers in the church have gone down, we want to have those numbers increase, but we don't want to grow just to have growth. We want to make sure that we are growing with correct growth, the growth that the Lord is calling us to do, and growing in the correct way. So we can see where the Lord's hand is in all of this. Now, I know this can make us kind of uncomfortable. I know some of these things, it might not fit into our Sunday schedule. Some of us have to work, and so having the choice of two services is really good. Sometimes we have other things on Sunday afternoon, so we have the option to go to the 9 o'clock, especially if we have something the 11 o'clock. So I know that this might not be ideal for everybody. And believe me, this is not an easy decision for many of those reasons. But at the end of the day, I do believe that the Lord is calling us to do this. I believe that He has told our leadership to do this. We did not do this just because of the numbers or just because of money or any other reason that you might have heard or that we have heard. We're not doing it for those reasons. I truly believe that we are doing this because the Lord is calling Lake Point to do something different, to do something new. We've heard this all throughout the year, especially when we heard this last year on Vision Night when the Lord was telling us to dig ditches. I believe that this is one of those things. It's symbolic of digging a ditch and waiting for the Lord's rain, waiting for His rain, waiting for His provision as we step into the next thing that He has for us. That being said, if we begin to grow again, which I truly believe that we will see community and we will see other things happening around us, and we will see growth. We will see new growth and people coming to the Lord for the very first time, even in our community, and coming to our church. It is possible that we will go back to two services, because of this being only a season, I believe, a season of unifying us together as one full church. I do believe that we may see a different time in the future that we go to 2 services again. And I'm all for that growth. And we will have to look at that again as leaders and as a church. This is not just leaders making all these decisions. This was also people coming together in a communal decision that we had. And I do think that we can get to that phase again, that we can have 2 services again. But who knows what the Lord has for us next, and that's what we are waiting for. So I'm asking you as pastor just to kind of continue to hold this up in prayer, to continue to see what the Lord has for our church, and to hold to what He is telling us to do, and to really focus on Him during the season. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your prayers in this time. If you have any other questions, or if you really want to talk to me or to one of our leaders, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can call the office and set an appointment with me. That is one way that you can make sure that you have access to someone that will listen to you and hear you as we move forward into what this has. So if you have those questions or other things that you have, please feel free to reach out to the church office and just ask specifically for me, and I will set up a time to either meet with you or to call you so that we can go over any other questions or concerns that you may have. In the meantime, I pray that God blesses us in this decision and that we will move on into the next thing that He has for us.